Greetings, gamer guys and gals, and welcome to Pokemon Colosseum, my Let's Play. We are on part 29, if I'm not mistaken, and we are back at Real Gam Tower. We just defeated Mirror B in what was pretty well an upset. I did not think I would defeat him as easily as I did, especially considering that he took out all three of my Shadow Pokemon quite rapidly. Which just goes to show and prove that the Shadow Pokemon I have are not exactly the greatest thing in the world. However, they're going to come in great use for Dakim's fight right here, because Dakim is a physical attacker mainly, not only, but that's his style. Your luck ran out when you showed up before me. Your stab at adventure's gone on long enough. And he's ready for the Sumo Slammer. He reminds me of King K. Rool a little bit. Cypher Admin Dakim would like to battle. Sent out Flygon and Whiscash. Alright, so Granbull and Piloswine. What's the chances of his Flygon having Ice Beam? Because I almost want to pull Altaria out. Then again, Altaria doesn't have a dragon move, so I guess that kind of almost just doesn't matter, does it? We're definitely going to go for... Yeah, Granbull, I'm pretty sure. I want to say Granbull has more attack power than Piloswine. Oh yeah, by quite a fair margin. So what we're going to do here, we're going to attack Flygon with Granbull, and we're actually going to pull Snantler out right away. Reason being is because we want to double Intimidate right now. It is very likely that his Flygon does have a Dragon Stab move, which is special. Ooh, Sunny Day? But why though? That's a very weird move. You know, well, see, we have both of our Shadow Pokemon out with, you know, basically double Intimidate. I almost want to take one of these Pokemon right out of the battle again. Let's go with Leer. Flamethrower, he's using a special attack. Oh, a critical hit. That's actually very unfortunate, just because of the fact that we kind of want to be able to throw out our Intimidators again. So I'm probably going to be taking Granbull out this turn. Imagine Wishcast gets a critical. Okay, I was just so under the impression that a critical hit was coming. All right, so we're going to Reflect. Very nice damage. We might keep Granbull in for a second longer, take care of Flygon. I don't know. I almost want to say that... I almost want to say... We definitely want to save Granbull, because we want at least one more Intimidator for later on in this fight. So it's probably just a good idea, all in all, that we bring out a different Pokemon here. I kind of wish Piloswine had an Ice-type move, as of currently. And Reflect is up. A beautiful, wonderful counter. Not a straight direct counter, like an immediate one, against Earthquake. But it does work against Earthquake quite well, considering that Earthquake just has the tendency to be quite nuts when concerning just the damage it can do in general on the physical side on double battles. Just double battles are just where Earthquake is at. Alright, Espeon is taking very little damage, even though she's not very physically defensive. Let's go with Altaria. We're actually going to take out Flygon this turn, so we don't really have... Oh, you know what? I will say this, though. Here's a problem. Whiscash most likely has Ice Beam. And we all know what's going to happen if I get hit with an Ice Beam here. That might not have been the best of moves. Alright, so we're going to have to take Altaria out. We're doing this specifically just so we can see whether or not that Whiscash has an Ice Beam. And Whiscash could have an Ice Beam but still prefer to use Earthquake, so there's that too. We just won't necessarily know. These teams, these Cypher admin teams, are absolutely much better than they used to be in earlier parts in this game. They're just much stronger, much greater, have much better synergy, I would say. Yeah, Ice Beam. Not at all surprised. Just hoping I don't get a freeze. Alright, cool. I mean, it would have froze, actually it would have froze Whiscash, so maybe that wouldn't have been so bad. Let's Taunt Fortress, and let's Psychic Whiscash. Yeah, so Espeon is, in my opinion, one of the MVPs of this run so far, at least like the before post-game stuff. It's just so incredible what Espeon has given to the team with her ability, just in general, her just power. Alright, Umbreon, taking it like a champ. Espeon, probably needs some good healing. Oh, Whiscash is gone. Awesome hit, Fortress. I appreciate it. It's not really doing much to my team. Ah, Claydol. So here's the thought. Fortress is weak to fire. We do not have a fire move on our team, unfortunately. I almost want a helping hand here and just sack Espeon for a moment. We have the opportunity that if we truly want, we could revive our Pokemon. I'm not looking necessarily to do that. I mean, I've done it before in this run, and it's not like I'm against it. I did not mean to use that against Fortress. That was supposed to be against Claydol. That was a misclick of mine. It doesn't matter. Either way, we need to do damage to both, so. Fortress flinched. Very nice. I would dare say incredible, even. Ooh, Protect. Alright. Yeah, had I used... I would okay, if this Earthquake doesn't KO Espeon, let's hope. Okay, it did not. So, this turn, we're taking out Claydol. I'm going to be Helping Hand, using Helping Hand again, or on the Bite. And unfortunately, we gotta let Espeon go, but that's okay because we're actually at quite the advantage right now. He has 3 Pokemon left, and one of them we already know what it is. It's coming out right now, in fact. Alright, we got decent experience points. Very nice. Entei. And, of course, he's still a Shadow Pokemon. And that Fortress has been quite a bit of a trouble. But, you know what? We have hedged our bets. We've done well. Super effective. Entei, you almost were defeated by your own teammate. I want to say I feel sorry for you, but, you know. Altaria. Alright, so what we're going to do is Confuse Ray that Fortress and Dragon Dance. This somewhat makes the battle last longer because, you know, I could have just attacked. but it's, you know, it's whatever, basically. We have this battle in the bag. That burn means next to nothing, in fact. Alright, Confuse Ray to Fortress. Hopefully he hits himself in confusion. That would be very nice. Either that or he just busts out. Okay, that's fine. I was going to say either that or bust out an Earthquake and finish off that Entei, and now we don't have to worry about him, but, you know. Alright, Umbreon is burned. We don't want Umbreon to faint, so we're going to actually bring out Granbull. I don't really particularly care if Granbull faints. That's not exactly nice, but that's just how the cookie crumbles. Alright, we got another Intimidate. This Intimidate is actually not that useful, being honest. His team is very good, very mixed, very defensive, very powerful, especially using Earthquake spam and Protect and whatnot. But the only problem is that we kind of took out his strongest and most deadly team members in the first couple of turns. Whiscash and Flygon are just absurd with their coverage and their abilities and their typings. Just a very good combination for what he does starting out in the battle. So I personally appreciate that. We're going to go ahead and fly. Alright. Granbull is defeated. That's unfortunate. Not really that big of a deal, because if Fortress does happen to use Earthquake, well, we're kind of just a one-on-one fight at this moment. Okay, hit himself in confusion. So not quite what I was expecting. Umbreon. Let's go ahead and bite that Fortress. Oh, I was not expecting him to use that, but that is something that the Cypher admins and peons and all the like will do at this level. Well, I should not say the peons. I'm not trying to just talk out of my rear end. But I do think that there are occasions where you'll fight in these later parts of the game that you're going to be at a disadvantage if you don't use items. Umbreon is gone. Alright, so we're going to fly. And we use fly. This should do decently. Yeah, I kind of figured. We only need to use one more fly. Explosion. And guess what just happened? I had a feeling this was going to occur. Wes whited out. All right. I think we're going to go ahead and beat that battle off screen. I'll be right back. And we are back. He sent out several different Pokemon this... well, actually, not several, but he sent out Fortress and Claydol first this time. Fortress immediately exploded, took out two of my teammates, took out his two teammates, and then basically put himself at a severe disadvantage. I was able to take out Flygon, and now he's left with Whiscash and Entei, and it's kind of really funny how it's just happening, if I'm being honest. We're not at all, as you can probably tell, trying to catch any of the legendaries at this current moment. That is because we're wanting to catch them later. And that might seem odd for most people who would play this game or Pokemon in general, because it's just not something you would see normally done. It just really isn't. But the thing is that the reason why I'm doing that is specifically because I want all of the... Now, spoiler alert, I want all the legendaries in a Master Ball. This is something I've never done before, and I thought it was a cute, quaint thing. You can reuse the Master Ball infinitely in this game once you obtain it, and we're going to be obtaining it very soon. I'm going to show you how to do that as well. Can't wait. We're no longer going to fail any catch at that point. Period. Some people might find this to be cheating, and it is, because you're exploiting a glitch or a bug in this game, and I understand that. However, we're going to be doing it pretty much only at the very end here in the post game, and I'm really only doing it because of the fact that I just want all the Pokemon of my second team in a Master Ball. So, you know, there's a little bit of give and take to it. I mean, some people might like it, some people might not like it, some people might say this is a tainted run, and I say to heck with it, we're all here to have a good time. At least I am. I don't know about the rest of you. But we defeated Cypher Admin Dakim. Gah! Why did I lose to this punk? We got a pretty decent amount of cash too, 4,600. In all the time I've been battling, my only losses came at the hands of Master Nazcor and you. Now take this. It's your passport to terror and despair. Obtain the green ID badge. Yes, that is green. If you're thinking of turning back now, now's the time to do it. Go on home to Mommy. Well, he makes a good point. If you are a little bit frightened at his power, there are some Pokemon teams coming up that kind of make Dakim and Mirror B look like next to nothing. It's kind of almost like he's saying, grind some more if you need it. But I don't think we need it. I'm going to meet you guys at the heal station. See you then. Alright, we're back at the heal station. We just healed and saved up. And I have to sneeze. Don't you hate when that feeling comes upon you? And it's been like that for the past 5 minutes, man. Come on and sneeze already. Oh, buddy. Alright, so our next event. Let's go on to it, shall we? Wheelgame Tower has a very weird layout. Let's just be honest here. Alright, so I am not sure which one of these actually leads to Ein and which one of these leads to Venus. I think they're both of pretty equal power, so it's sort of like Mirror B and Dakim. They're of equal power too, but they're of lesser power than Venus and Ein at this point. So we just have to face these Cypher peons one at a time and basically pick our way. We're going to go ahead and go with the lady peon, shall we? Are you looking to get past this door? Yes. I'm guessing there's a daredevil in you. Cypher peon Bela would like to battle. Sunflora and Gloom. I would be unfortunately lying if I said I was at all afraid of the Sunflora or a Gloom. Now, what she's probably going to do is set up Sunny Day and spam Solar Beam, if I was a guessing and betting man. So we're going to go ahead and Shadow Rush. Shadow Rush. Ooh, very nice damage. Gloom is probably going to be taken out, yeah, instantaneously. That's what I figured. Awesome hits. And Jumpluff. Very intriguing. Yeah, what I kind of figured is actually what's happening here. So, let's bring out I want to say let's bring out Umbreon and Altaria. No, I think we should bring out Umbreon and Espeon. I think that's fair. We don't really have to worry about using Reflect either. I don't think any of her Pokemon have physical attacks. I wouldn't imagine they would. I mean, the only thing I could think of that they would have is stuff like normal attacks, and that's just, you know, we don't care about that. All right, Solar Beam is coming out. Yeah, so what I assumed, and I did just completely assume it, I didn't know, was actually right. And that was a huge chunk of damage. Like, absolutely huge chunk of damage. So we're going to Psychic you. And we're going to confuse Ray Sunflora. Alright, at least you hit Espeon. At the very least. I do want to say that Sunflora has Chlorophyll, which is kind of unfortunate, though. That means it's going to go faster than Umbreon. He's definitely, well, depending on if he actually has Chlorophyll, because I don't know. Okay. Well, Confuse Ray, the only thing we can kind of hope for here is that this Sunflora hits itself in Confusion. Otherwise, we might be losing Umbreon this turn. Oh, Ingrain. Wild. Absolutely wild. Alright, so let's go with a little bit of Swift and a little bit of Secret Power. Nothing insane, I suppose. We can hope also that Secret Power will paralyze. That would be fantastic. Not quite. Alright, hit itself in Confusion. I am not about to attack Sunflora again. I'm pretty sure it would faint, even with Ingrain. Alright, so what we're going to do here, throw a Great Ball. Why not? And let's go with Taunt. You never know, the Sunflora could have some kind of like Sleep Powder or some move like that. Would have been nice to taunt the Ingrain. But Sunflora was caught, so it doesn't really matter. And was sent to the PC storage system. Awesome. Huh? What do you mean I lost? Why? Alright. We're going to go ahead and heal up. Right back. We are back. We're going to go ahead and fight this Cypher Peon as well. Oh yeah? So you're telling me that you'll knock me out of the way? You'll know right away if that's possible by battling me. Cypher Peon Arton would like to battle. Very intriguing name. And Delibird and Piloswine. Very intriguing Pokemon. And I don't mean intriguing as in good either. Unfortunately, pretty much the opposite. And of course we're not getting another Piloswine, we're getting a Delibird. And let me ask you, if you're watching this right now, unless Delibird is a personal favorite of yours, who wants Delibird? I mean, not even to be mean here, but who actually wants Delibird? Have you ever seen Delibird's stat spread? It might baffle you how absolutely tiny his stats are. I know he's basically like just a joke Pokemon, which is fine. There's all kinds of people who complain about whether or not like every Pokemon out there should be competitively viable and crazy strong and super good, and the power creep is bad, and they need to balance Pokemon for competitive means. I am not at all one of those people. Like, literally at all. You have to be pretty much nuts to think that, like, a single-player RPG should be solely balanced in its play, and the characters, and the Pokemon, and the usage, and items, and attacks, and all these things. around a competitive scene that's pretty well niche, if we're being real. Yes, I know VGC and championships and Smogon and all that are pretty large, actually, but it's still niche in comparison to what Pokemon is trying to accomplish, which is being a single-player RPG experience. That is, until Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Those games look like they have some pretty great promise about possible multiplayer play, which sounds cool. I'm not gonna knock it because, in my honest opinion, I think that it's a good idea that they're going the way that they're going, particularly with Pokemon. I'm personally very, very excited for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Alright, that's kind of unfortunate that that did not knock out Glalie. Alright, Hyper Mode, Hyper Mode. We're actually going to switch out both these Pokemon. We want them to stay in Hyper Mode. That's just something I've been trying to get them back in for quite a bit now. But the Cypher admins have been knocking us out. Just Mirabee and Dakim, they just taken out all of our Shadow Pokemon. Alright, go for it. Umbreon and Espeon. The dream team, if you will. Yeah, you're intimidated. Glalie, we're taking you out ASAP. We're actually going to go ahead and do that with our good friend here, Espeon. Confuse Ray that Delibird. And as of course we're going to start spamming Secret Power, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and use Reflect on Espeon next turn, and then immediately switch out for Stantler. Yeah, that doesn't matter whatsoever. Not at all. Except for the fact that we might not be able to get Reflect up next turn, which could be a issue, kind of. Secret Power. Well, actually, you know what? Taunt. Okay, we at least got Reflect off, which is good. Attract is very annoying. It basically makes it so that every one of your moves has a 50% chance of missing, which is just abysmal. Alright, so we're going to switch out Stantler. I don't know if Intimidate will work against Delibird during the turn of invincibility, but we're going to find out. We are going to find out together. Okay, it does, which is pretty awesome, considering that basically means that this Delibird is... we could probably take forever and a day, and, you know, we would be A-okay. So we're going to Hypnosis and Secret Power. Okay, Vital Spirit. I forgot that that was even a potential power, or power ability that Delibird would have. Paralysis! Awesome! Yes, very awesome. So, items, Great Ball. Great Balls are great. We're going to go ahead and use Confuse Ray. Hopefully we just catch him here so we can be done and over with this Delibird fight. You pick some poor Pokemon, Cypher Peon. Ah, that was so close. Actually. Alright, Confuse Ray missed. Delibird used Fly. We are not really caring. Yeah. Well, how about we throw another Great Ball, and then we'll use Confuse Ray. Alright, hopefully this time we actually catch it. And Delibird was caught, which is awesome because now we can move on. Ooh, I shouldn't have battled. That is a way to keep from losing. Not a very good way. Be right back. Alright, we are back, and I think we're going to go ahead and go up. I think this is, yeah, this is specifically a dead end. And it is Venus. We would love to fight her this episode. But if you've watched any of the trends that I've made over these past several videos, you will know that we have spent plenty of time this episode. In fact, we defeated 2 Cypher Peons, fought Dakim twice, which was, you know, unfortunate, but it happens, it happens. And now we're basically going to end off with a good adieu to all of you. I want to thank you for joining me. If you like this content, please like, share, subscribe, and ring the bell. It helps me out, it really does. I would love to grow and reach a bigger audience and have a cool fan base who, like me, loves to have wholesome gaming. And while you're at it, please have a great and glorious day gaming, and I'll see you next time.